Hello everybody, friendly Bobcat. So today's job is to move this nice little pile of gravel, my MT100. I'm going to be moving it from here, putting it in my trailer, hauling it around this loop back here, bringing it right over here, laying out this little section over here where it's low to come in and out of a driveway. And another little job that I'm doing over here is I'm going to use my pallet fork to lift up this wooden deck. It's across this lawn. I'm going to lift up that wood and then load it in a large bin. So a bunch of different jobs. I have my pallet fork with me in the truck, you can see right there. And it's a good little mini MT100s are good for small jobs like this. You can bring multiple attachments to job sites and get different things done. I'm also going to be taking down some sheds. I use an E20 excavator to help me with some of this work. But today I am going to just start with the MT100 on the gravel and we'll see where this goes. Now all I got to do is spread this out. And here's the pile, no longer in existence over here, and flattened. So yeah, I got a little bit left here. I'm going to put that tiny little bit right here so they can have a little even driving zone right there. But on to the next part. Deck destruction at its finest. I broke up all these boards. I went and lifted the boards up with my forks, cracked them off the runners and hauled them off. When I stacked them down there, I'll show you how it came apart, but took this apart in literally 35 minutes, 40 minutes. Alright, day two on this job over here. I've knocked out that decking. I did that yesterday, and now I got to knock down this chicken shed. I got to knock down this large wooden utility shed. It's a nightmare in there. And then I got to knock down this nice open air gnarly utility shed. That's got to come down. So those are 3 sheds right there. Knock those down. All right, how am I going to take this down? I'm going to lift it up here. I'm going to use my saw. I'm going to cut the supports off. I'm going to let this thing fall back once I pull back on it. So I'm going to cut the posts off with my saw. Bring this thing down in one piece like that. And then I'll saw the roof in half. So take it over to the bin. sheds knocked down. And the tin shed was really cool because as you can see, I cut it with my chainsaw, cut the wood, and then it was weak, so then I pulled it and it just cracked and fell down. And once one of the posts were down, I went over to this other post, I knocked it down, and then I pulled the roof off, and I actually bundled up the roof with my bucket, my Grapple bucket. I like bundled it up like a burrito, and then I stacked it up and threw it in the bin, and then a couple sheets I just cut in half. But bundling it up was smart because it fit in the bin really nice, and that worked good. And then as for the other shed, that was gnarly. You can check the video. I was taking it in portrait mode, but because I was shooting for my my Instagram channel too for that. So, but basically what happened was the shed right here was the utility shed, and getting that out was gnarly because it was full of rats. And I pulled the front end off. I literally grabbed it with the grapple and just pulled it apart. Pulled the front end off with the grapple. Front side, the front door, and the whole front panel just came flying. I did this job all by myself. I never hired anybody. Did myself. Got that bin, this machine, and I made myself some change. Good change on this job. So figure it like this. I'm making $1,000 a day on this machine with this attachment, and I don't have any other overhead. I own my machine now, and I own this attachment, and I'm making money because I worked for it. And you can do it too. Just make sure you get the right attachment on your machine and know what to charge, and you'll be walking away with some good coin in your pocket. So thanks for watching, everybody. Try to piece this video together so you guys can watch it all through, but we're wrapped up.